She, what's good, y'all? I got another good one for y'all today. Another tragic story, another gruesome, evil ass story that I just learned about today. And to be honest with y'all, a lot of information has been sent my way. I think the ancestors is really working through me to get these messages out to the public so people can really hear the evils and the dark deeds that our government has, put us through as so-called black people of America. Now, the city that we're gonna talk about today is Oscarville, Georgia. Y'all probably ain't never heard that name before. You probably ain't never heard anything about what I'm finna tell you because I know I have never heard anything about it. This is actually for all people of color, so-called blacks, but this is mainly for people that live in Georgia because I know that's why I live Georgia. So this is one of the main reasons why I want to make sure I covered this and talked about it. So basically, like I said, the city that we're going to talk about today is called Oscarville, Georgia. Now, if you go on to Google right now and search up Oscarville, Georgia, they gonna give you the location. They're gonna show you Lake Lanier, and we're gonna talk about why in a minute. Oscarville, Georgia is no longer a city or a town that people live in anymore. We also gonna talk about why there too. Now, I know y'all watched that movie, series, that TV series, When They See Us. This fucking story is closely, very, very closely involved with that. Well, not involved, but it's like the same story almost. It's the same ass story, basically. The same thing happened, basically. It's just a bunch of crap. So basically, this is the story. Y'all know about that. Matter of fact, let me tell you our story first. When They See Us, I meant. Y'all know there was, I think it was 4 or maybe 5 young black teenage boys, so-called black teenage boys, that was supposedly in a park when a riot or whatnot went out, and then some white woman was found raped and almost beat to death. But she survived. She didn't die, but she almost did. So they found her raped and halfway dead, laying in the middle of Central Park. So what they decided to do is they decided to go and frame 4 or 5 young black men and say that they did it, and these niggas wasn't even that age yet. They was like 13, nigga. They wasn't trying to rape no fucking woman, man. These people, man. So basically, they claimed that they raped, this white woman, and she was beat halfway to death, and they didn't. And then on top of that, the fucking DNA that they found did not match with none of the boys that they tried to convict. So that's how that story went. And all them niggas went to prison, and one of them stayed in there for a long ass time before he finally got out. Got raped and all that shit for no reason. Didn't even do nothing. But let's talk about Oscarville. Now, Oscarville, what happened was the same thing almost. And mind you, Oscarville, Georgia was a black-owned town, meaning that it was our shit, basically. They was farmers. They had a racetrack and shit like that, so they was doing decently well for themselves. But they was doing good because they was farmers. And that's what most of our ancestors was, farmers. I know a lot of y'all grandparents, your great-grandparents probably have stories about how they used to work on the farm. That's because a lot of our ancestors was farmers, and they worked on farms and shit because they were sharecroppers, not slaves, sharecroppers. But what happened in 1912 is a white woman got raped. She got raped and she got killed, basically. And they found it. So what they did is same thing as fucking When They See Us. They fucking blamed the black people. They automatically just assumed that black people did this. So what the fuck they did is they went and they fucking hung. Well, they hung one person, right? They hung one black dude, killed him. Then they arrested 2 more teens, and the one that they hung first, he was 20 years old. So, and then the 2 other niggas that they hung, they both was teenagers. So they hung one 20-year-old, and then they hung 2 teenagers because they claimed that you know, they the ones who raped the woman, and they never ever was able to 100% solve this case. And a lot of people saying that it's still unsolvable now. They don't know who the fuck did it. They just wanted to fuck. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. Matter of fact, we gonna get to that after I tell the story. So after they done already did that, they decided that that wasn't enough. So what the fuck they did is, same thing as Black Wall Street. They came in with these punk ass militia groups, these racist ass, you know, KKK and shit like that, these racist ass militia groups, and they came and they ran out 11,000 so-called blacks, you know, black people, black farmers. Now, y'all must understand that a lot of us, we wasn't going for that shit. We wasn't finna fucking, you know, leave our fucking, our own fucking town. That was our city, basically. It was our shit. That was our shit. So, what the fuck they did is, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit either. They flooded that area out. And what's there now is called Lake Lanier. That famous ass lake that motherfuckers always drowning and dying in. Yeah. That's a man-made build. That's a man-made lake created with a dam. It's man-made. They created that lake to cover up what the fuck they did in Oscarville. And they put a fucking lake there to provide water for Atlanta and shit. So basically, and then here's the creepy, spooky shit about this, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that at the bottom of Lake Lanier, there are still fucking houses. There's abandoned houses down there. There's fucking farm. There's barn houses. There's a whole, that racetrack that I talked about is down there still. And what else? And there's a whole fucking bridge down there too. Not one of these small ass bridges, but one of those fucking bridges that you see like on the highway. They got a whole bridge that's underneath this lake, y'all. A whole bridge. Now, with that being said, when they came, well, let me take it back. When they went to hang these so-called black people, the ones that they blamed to rape this white woman, and by the way, the white lady name was May Crow. May Crow. Y'all can do y'all research on that. May Crow. That's Maycrowe. May Crow. And that's crazy as hell that she got that last name, Crow. I ain't gonna even talk about that right now. But yeah, when they done this shit, they hung the first dude without a question. They ain't even trial him. They just hung his ass. Then the other two, they put them through trial, and then they executed them too. And over 5,000 white motherfuckers came and watched these two dudes get hung just because they believe that they raped this fucking white lady. Now, if it would have been a white person that raped a black person in that city, none of that shit would have went down like that. And that's the problem with you white folks. And that's the problem with us black folks. Because these white folks, when shit happen, and all the rest of the human beings, they come together and they go after shit. We don't do that shit, y'all. We don't do that shit. All these years we've been going through all this bullshit, and we still going through it, and we outnumber these motherfuckers. What? That shit makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. Why are we still taking this crap from these people when we outnumber them? And we are way more powerful than them. And they know it. They are afraid of us, y'all. They are terrified of us. And that's the reason why they've been doing shit like this all through history. So that way, when this time that's coming up, when we about to get ready and shift, a lot of y'all motherfuckers still gonna be scared out your fucking drawers. You gonna be scared. You ain't gonna be trying to do shit because you are terrified of the white man. And that's a fucking disgrace to our ancestors, because they been fucking fighting for this shit and they died for this shit. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers fight to keep this system together. A lot of y'all do not want to see the end to this system. Y'all rather continue living in this system. And it's ridiculous. But this is just a raggedy ass story, y'all. And that's the reason why all these white motherfuckers be all the time dying and shit when they go to Lake Lanier. They always drowning and shit. That's because I ain't even tell y'all this yet, but some of us was not going with that shit. We wasn't finna just leave our town. So they stayed there. And when they flooded out the fucking lake, they drowned, y'all. These people drowned. And it wasn't just a few people that stayed. It was quite a few people that stayed there. And they fucking died, y'all. They died and drowned in these lakes. They killed them. They killed them with the water. So, with that being said, Lake Lanier is almost like haunted as fuck. And whenever these white folks come through there and they come get in this water and shit, our ancestors be fucking taking them motherfuckers underneath. That's the reason why motherfuckers never really find their bodies and shit. When people come up missing on Lake Lanier and we could never recover the body, that's because they be gone. They be gone. They be getting snatched the fuck up by these spirits and shit that's pissed the fuck off, that's still down there, that didn't transcend around. They probably still wander around Lake Lanier, y'all. They spirit and they soul probably still wander around that area. So whenever people come and they in this water and shit, and they can probably tell when you got a low vibration, when you somebody that's one of these racist ass white folks, they probably can sense that shit. And they snatching motherfuckers underneath the water. And they ain't never coming up to be found again. Just like what they tried to do with Oscarville, Georgia. They tried to throw that shit underwater and keep it covered up to nobody ever know what happened. And put a whole fucking lake there. See, y'all gotta understand, this shit gotta stop. It's time for us to rise as people and get these motherfuckers the fuck out of here. They gotta go, y'all. They gotta go. I don't wanna work nothing out. I don't wanna talk about shit. I don't wanna come up with no plans to how we can live together. I don't wanna share no land. I want these motherfuckers to go back to where they came from. I want them gone. Because this shit is ridiculous, y'all. How the fuck can y'all do this shit? Why the fuck would y'all do this? Do y'all know how many innocent motherfuckers that didn't have nothing to do with that raping at all, that y'all fucking drove out of their homes? Y'all some racist ass, piece of shit ass motherfuckers. And I'm talking specifically to the racist mobs, the militias, and the elites. If you a regular human being, if you a regular white human being, and you don't got nothing to do with none of this shit, you don't pay no attention to none of this superior shit, you don't pay no attention to this racism shit, and you just a regular ass human being trying to live your life, I'm not talking to you. So you do not have to get in my comments talking shit. And to be honest with y'all, the white people that get in my comments on here talking crazy, talking about how, I wish you would get over that. That's how our ancestors did that. We ain't had nothing. Them the ones that's low-key racist, y'all. And them the ones that's going to be wiped out. Them the ones that we ain't gonna have to worry about them too much longer. Because they gonna fucking die, y'all. I'm telling you. If we don't get to them, Mother Nature taking y'all out. And y'all need to know this shit. Mother Nature is coming for y'all. All of y'all. Look what happened in China. You think that shit ain't finna come over here? All the damage that y'all done to us and our planet, and y'all think that y'all gonna have peace, and y'all think y'all just gonna stay living down here. Man, fuck out of here. Y'all niggas is done. Y'all are done. Y'all debts must be repaid. You must pay your debts. It ain't no way around that shit. And then these punk ass elites and these fucking reptilians and these Arturians and all these motherfuckers really out here trying to run. Really trying to lead the planet because they know what the fuck finna happen. Man, even if you run, there's no way you can go in this fucking universe. When we get our powers back, we'll come find y'all motherfuckers and still make you pay for what you done. You not getting away. You are going to have to pay for this shit. And I hope they listening to me right now. I hope they listening to everything I'm saying right now because they know it's the truth. They know it's the truth. And that's the reason why they so terrified right now and why they doing so much shit to try to keep us asleep, because they don't want us to wake up, because they don't want to face the consequences. Why the fuck would you do what you did and think that you was going to get away with it? Like, you don't never get away with nothing. It always catches back up with you. Don't y'all motherfuckers know that shit? You ain't never getting away with nothing. Goofballs, I can't wait to shit, get bad for y'all. Real bad. But yeah, y'all. Another tragic ass event in our history that was covered up and fucking covered up by a whole lake, y'all. Another tragic event. And this shit, This shit will constantly repeat itself if we allow it to. They slick do this shit to us now. Y'all see what happened in Chicago with O Block. They sold the whole O Block out to some private fucking realtors. You know what they gonna do? All they gonna do is reimburse it, make it look better, and then they gonna bring richer motherfuckers in. I ain't gonna say that they gonna bring white people in. They just gonna bring motherfuckers in that got the money to afford it. And then the people that was over there can't afford it, y'all. So now they ain't got no homes. This shit is fucked up out here, man. It's fucked up. But y'all do y'all research on it. Oscarville, Georgia. Oscarville. Oscarville. Oscarville, Georgia, 1912. Do your research on it. Learn about this shit. All the truths is starting to come to light, y'all. It's time for us to rise as people. But anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful day today. It's another gloomy, moggy day. But, we can still enjoy it. So, just come outside, put your feet in the dirt, ground yourself. And just enjoy y'all day, man. Chief, I'm out.